Let's meet at the library. Okay.
Hi everyone, it's Julia and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do something fun for Jane Austen July. I tried to search for this. I don't think anyone's done it before. The closest I found was like classics, but today I'm doing strictly Jane Austen, rip it or ship it. Here's my cute mug. In here I have many names of Jane Austen characters. Definitely all of the main characters from her 6 novels and their love interests, as well as some siblings, some antagonists, and one slip of paper that says me, just for fun. So we're gonna give this a nice little shake here and see what happens. Okay, let's go. I think I have roughly like 20 some names in here, so should be an even number. Okay, first up we have Lydia Bennet. I'm not gonna prove to you what these say, just trust me. Lydia Bennet and Maria Bertram. You know what? That's not a bad match. They're both just kind of selfish and shallow. I'm so sorry. You know what? They're young and a little foolish, but I think that maybe they could work together and grow with one another. So I'm gonna say ship it. I don't know if I'm sorting these or whatever. Okay, up next, Jane Bennet. Oh, should I be telling you where these people are from? Obviously the Bennets are from Pride and Prejudice. Mariah is from Mansfield Park. And Catherine Morland of Northanger Abbey. I don't know. I mean, obviously Jane sees the best in everyone, so I think she could make anything work. But I think Catherine is just not, I don't think she'd be into Jane. She doesn't want someone that like simple and reserved. I think she craves a little more adventure, so rip it. What else do we have? Where are the men at? Okay, Mr. Darcy. Ooh. And whoops, I got 2. We're gonna go with this one. And Edmund Bertram. Is that the main one in Mansfield Park? I mean, they're both kind of stuffy. Oh, just for full disclosure, I have not read all of Jane Austen's novels, but I have experienced all of them. So like I've seen Mansfield Park as a movie like 2 or 3 times because I love that movie. And I've watched Northanger Abbey as well. The other 4 novels of hers I have read: Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, Emma, and Persuasion. But, so, if I say things that might not be true, that's why, or things that you disagree with. I'm not an expert. I love Jane Austen, but I'm not an expert. I don't know. I feel like maybe they could work. Darcy and Bertram. You know, I don't have like any solid basis for this, but I think they could give it a try. So I'm gonna say ship it. Just in the same way as Lydia and Mariah, and just that they're very similar to one another. Okay, up next we have... Okay, full disclosure, I just had to look up who this was because I apparently know his first name but not his last name, so I was so confused. Edward Ferrars, I don't know how you say this man's name, from Sense and Sensibility. And, sorry, do you want to see the mug? Oop. Mr. Wickham. That's gonna be a big ol' no. Rip it. Edward does not deserve someone like Wickham. We're getting a lot of non-hetero ships, which is interesting. Let's rock and roll. Okay. Captain Wentworth from Persuasion, and Fanny Price from Mansfield Park. Well, Wentworth is very loyal. He's reliable. I think Fanny appreciates that. And I don't know, she doesn't seem to be someone who would want to be like out on the sea sailing though, and he is in the Navy. I don't know if she has to travel with him or how that works, but just for practical reasons, I'm gonna say rip it. Even though I think their personalities would probably be okay, I don't think they could make it work in the long run unless they really went for it. Okay. Oh, one fell out, so let's use that. Elinor Dashwood from Sense and Sensibility, the eldest sister, and Caroline Bingley. Oh no. Caroline, Elinor would have no patience for Caroline, and Caroline would have no patience for Elinor. So that's absolutely a rip it. Would not work. They could probably not stand one another. Okay. We have Henry Crawford. No comment for the moment. And Anne Elliot. No. Oh, no, no, no. So Anne is from Persuasion. Henry is from Mansfield Park. And if you're familiar with Mansfield Park, okay, I don't know if now's the time to get into it. I think Henry is like one of the more empathetic rogues of Austen's novels, because you know there's always the one guy who's like handsome and charming and psych, he's the worst. That's Henry Crawford in that book, but I like him and I can't explain it, I just do. But I don't think Anne would like him, because Anne wants someone who's reliable and loyal like Captain Wentworth, but I wouldn't describe Henry that way. So sorry. That's a rip it. Wow. We've only shipped 2 ships here. This is not going so hot. We have Mr. Bingley. Oh my god. Cross your fingers that it's me. Marianne Dashwood. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like Bingley's really forgiving and sweet and would just kind of go with the flow of whoever he fell in love with, while Marianne is very melodramatic. She has a lot of high highs and low lows. I don't know if Bingley could handle the low lows. I'm gonna say rip it. This is not going according to plan. Oy vey. Okay. Come on. We want to ship it. We want to ship it. Who do we have? Mr. Frank Churchill of Emma and Mr. Tilney from Northanger Abbey. No, again, I don't have like a great basis for what to say for this one other than I think Mr. Churchill's Frank is too unreliable. I think Mr. Tilney is much more reliable, and I don't think that works together. Okay. Mr. Willoughby from Sense and Sensibility. Next stop, Willoughby. That one's for my dad. And Mr. Knightley from Emma. Oh, no, 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 no. Mr. Knightley would never. He would have nothing but the harshest things to say about Willoughby, and that just would not work out at all. I mean, he had bad things to say about Frank Churchill, and he's like hardly a bad guy, so. Ooh, okay, what do we have? Mr. Collins from Pride and Prejudice. And I swear to God, if I pull out my name, I'm gonna riot. Oh, I dropped it. And Colonel Brandon. Wow. They're both slightly older gentlemen. No, Mr. Collins isn't. Isn't he like 24? He just has the personality of an older gentleman. I mean, Brandon seems like a very patient man. And to be with Mr. Collins, one would need patience. It's a dumb one, but I'm gonna say ship it. Okay, I think there are 4 to 6 pieces of paper left in here. And we still haven't drawn my name, so let's see what we get. Emma Woodhouse, of Emma, obviously. And, oh, I got 2. Okay, I'm just gonna put it back in and draw a new one. That scared me for some reason. And me! Oh, Emma. I love Emma as a character, but I don't think I could. She's so Emma, you know, like she's very well-intentioned, but she comes on a little strong, doesn't always think things through. I'm sorry, Emma. Again, I love her as a character, but I'm ripping it. Okay. These are the last 2. Who do we have? Okay. Mary Crawford from Mansfield Park and Elizabeth Bennet. Huh. I think initially they might actually get on really well, but I think Mary wouldn't marry someone of Elizabeth's not stature, status. It's like height. So probably wouldn't work out. Rip it. Wow. Look at all these failed relationships. I tried to land them in the mug and it didn't work at all. So that didn't go at all like I had anticipated. In fact, we kept three ships. Mr. Collins and Colonel Brandon, which is absurd. Mr. Darcy and Mr. Edmund Bertram. And Maria Bertram and Lydia Bennet. So make of that what you will. I hope this was entertaining. It was very weird to film. But let me know down below if you disagree with any of my decisions, if I should have shipped it, or if I should have ripped it for one of these guys. And also tell me which Jane Austen character you ship yourself with. Because I was really hoping for Bingley or for Henry Crawford. I know, I'm a monster. But yeah, I'm very curious to know what you think. Be sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe if you liked this video, and you'll be seeing more of me soon. Bye!